Hello guys, welcome back again to my video. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have been making and everything. Today we're going to talk about somebody special. We're going to talk about somebody special. Somebody that people call the GOAT. Some people they call him the best of all time. Undoubtedly, unarguably, the best of all time. And guess what I'm going to talk about today? It's going to be Samir Khan 901. In specific, I'm going to talk about Samir today and, how he's a GOAT of the WWE Roblox roleplay better. Today, actually, uh, after I've reflected all the things that he's been doing, not only to me, but also to my students and to my friends and to all the people, all the wrestlers in the industry. Can you really call yourself the GOAT? No, because all he has now, all Samir has, you only have statistics and streaks, which is very easy to get in a game like that, in a poor game like that. It's very easy. All you have to do is just get an account that saves wins and just grind in private and never go in public. That's how you will be. You will never have anybody beating your streak. And an example of that is Aga. I don't know, Aga. Basically, if you don't know who Aga is, Agha. Aga is just a person who just does not. He's always in private. He does not want to go. He even came in public before. We were going to have a match. He said, "Oh, be right back." He never came back. He never came back. Be right back. He was never going to come back because if he comes back, it is trouble for him. It is trouble for him. He cannot come back because he knows how good I am. Despite the stats that I have, it might not show that I have over 100 streaks. It might not show that I have, like 5K wins. But man, I do have skill. And that's what you don't have. Samir, you're not a GOAT, but you're a scapegoat. You're not a GOAT, but you are a scapegoat. You cannot call yourself the GOAT if you have not done things that are, according to wrestlers, GOAT status. You can't be the GOAT if your play style, if your wrestling skill, if your battle IQ is not to that point. Samir is a very interesting character. He's the most influential in terms of auto after Ulter. But he's the second one, the second most influential person in terms of out of all time. I'm even wondering how ZKK, a person like ZKK is a very good wrestler, has very good skills, but he decided to join a faction that is completely trash. ZKK went on and invested his skills on a dead faction. Are you for real? You invested your craft into a faction that has nothing to offer. Think about it. A faction that does not have anything to offer to anybody. Nothing to offer. But that's the faction you decide to go. Anyway, that's it for me. What I'm focused on is Samir. Samir, bro, if you're gonna say you're the GOAT, yeah, you're the GOAT at losing. At losing, you're the GOAT. You have the most losses in the WWE roleplay better. 1.6k losses. Almost to 2,000. Actually, he has more losses than that is displayed. He has over 3k losses. And he does not have 7k wins. Those wins cannot be counted because they are in private. And if you guys don't know this, you will not know it until you get to experience to play this game. But they're in private. he will grind in private, and then and then everybody will act, oh my god, this guy is a goat. That's like Nugent. Nugent will see him and like, oh my god, Samir, you're the goat, man. You're the man. Samir, you've been everybody. You've been everybody in the WWE. Nobody can match with your skill. Samir, let me tell you, until you drop that out and until you work on yourself, you will forever be a loser in the WWE. You cannot be saying that you are good at doing stuff at ring. You see, let me tell you this. There's a strategy that I know that Samir does. Let me tell you for free. I mean, most of you guys would know this. You know when you hit a finisher on him, on Samir, and if you're a vulnerable player, he will use this on you. Even if you're not vulnerable, he will still have the mind to even use it. So let's say you use finish on him. He kicks out at the first. He kicks out at the second. The third he doesn't kicks out. What does he do? He will use blackout. Then he will go ahead and try to submit you. And then as you're trying to as he's trying to submit you, you use blackout. Or you use a auto and you get out. I mean, even if you use that, I mean, you can escape and then you can bring him down and you can pin him and he will just leave. But let's say you use blackout. Let's say you use blackout. If you use blackout, then you know what he will do. He will try. He will try. You try to land a move. Sorry, on him. He revs that move, and then he will sub you, and then that's at the match over. That's in the that's in the ramp. If it's in the ring, you know what they will do. What he will do? He will make space, or you will make space that he doesn't sub you, but he'll be walking around, few steps variation towards you'll be walking towards the rope and you'll be trying to land on him. Don't do that. Try to get into a distance like this, like my hands. Because in that game, the reach is crazy. Some people's reach are crazy. You can be over here and then somebody can sub you from here. It's crazy. The reach is crazy. But yeah, have a very good distance versus this guy. Because if you're gonna use the ropes and you try to land on him, at that point he will try to sub you, and then that's the match over. So Samir, you're not a goat. You're not a goat. You're a scapegoat. If they call you a scapegoat, I will agree. Search it up. You're a scapegoat. A full meal goat. That's who you are. Scapegoat. How can you be saying that, oh, that I'm better than everybody in the industry of the role play better, but you're acting, you're doing the opposite. You're doing the opposite, you act the opposite. You're not better. You're just a talker. And you talk a lot. And because you talk a lot, you know, you're not good. Because you talk you keep talking and your talking is not showing in the ring. And because your talking is not showing in the ring, that's when you realize, oh my goodness, I'm finished. And then what do? You either leave or you use out of. So if you support this guy Samir, if you support him, I just feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. In fact, I actually feel bad that you are even in the game with him. Like all these supporters, I feel bad. Samir also went ahead and used fly and flew around in the whether it's in Royal Rumble, he'll fly around. He'll fly around. He doesn't care. He will fly around. He will try to fling people, gain unfair wins. You know him. He's done it to me before. He's done it to everybody before. It's not nothing new to anybody. It's nothing new to anybody. Nothing new. But one thing I don't like about this guy is that every single time he thinks that he's better than everybody. You're not better than anybody. You cannot be better than me. You cannot be better than anybody. in the industry. You're not better than, in fact, you're not better than Cole. One of the ones that have few wins. Or no disrespect to Cole. I know you're good, but you have few wins. Let me compare you first of all. Cole has few wins and he will still handle you. He has not come back to the game for a long time. I don't know if he's back in the game now because me, I'm not on there anymore because for those who I'm retired and blah 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 blah. Other than that side, he's not in the game anymore, Cole. But if he came back, he will still handle Samir, and Samir will go back to his usual routine using auto. So that is why you cannot be like this guy Samir. So yeah, the lesson today is if you chase stats and you chase win streaks, you're just gonna end up like Samir and they will call you a scapegoat. They'll call you a scapegoat. If you end up like if you look, even Brock himself, Brock, I thought it was the worst player because in 2020, probably in 2023, I see him as a worst player because at that time he had an account, Brock the Beast Boy, and his account got deleted in 2025. So 2025 was a very, let me tell you, 2025 was a very good year when it started. Let me tell you. In the first month of January, let me tell you this. Brock, Torch, Brock's Silence account, what was it again? Val's account. Most of that, they got banned on that month. Either in January, February, they got banned. They got banned in that month. That month was a celebration. I'm even surprised how people were not celebrating in that month. They should have made a full feast because how can you not celebrate in a month like that? Somebody that has been cheating over the years has been deleted, but I mean, still, it does not it does not change the effect. Like on the leaderboard today. On the leaderboard today, the leaderboard is already ruined. If it was like I said before in my last video, check the leaderboard. Check the leaderboard, compare it from a few years ago to today. You will see how ruined, you will see how corrupt the leaderboard is. So don't be like Samir, bro. Don't be like Samir. He's a useless person in the industry. You see, one thing that is useful for is rivalry. Is useful for making the game entertaining. And I know you people will disagree with me, but me I'm not obliged to, agree with you. I'm not obliged to agree with you. I'm not obliged. The reason why I would say that he's entertaining because he's not, well, not entertaining, but he's for entertainment. If you understand what I'm saying. Because when two people beef or faction beefs, it makes it much more entertaining and much more cinematic. Some people will look at this and they will say, "Oh, but what do you mean by this? You don't know what I mean. Just get out of this video. Just get out of this video because you don't know. Because cinematic, if you will feel it, you will know that it's cinematic. But yeah, my message is simple. If you be like Samir, if you grind for streaks, if you grind for stats, and if you want to maintain a good stat, cushy stat like salad, cookie, you will end up like Samir. You will end up like a scapegoat. So don't be like Samir. Don't be like Samir. But I mean, either way, I know the game is ruined. But at the same time, does that mean now that we all have to use auto now? Hmm? Does that mean now we all have to now use auto to win unfairly? I don't think so. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you very, very much, guys, for your support. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everything that you guys have been doing. It's just it's just been amazing throughout. And I really hope you guys have a great, great day. Take care. Goodbye.